A word that you and I say a lot on the show. We talk about a lot of words, but balance is one word that probably might be underrated. Is might be the most mentioned word we say on the show. But Pat talked about the run game, and this is crucial because we are playing against the worst run D one of the worst run Ds in the league. Baltimore averaging teams are averaging 150 yards per game against them. And again, we don't have David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, and that's what I'm hearing from a lot of Chief fans saying, kind of poo-pooing us, saying, well, we don't have Montgomery and Gibbs, so we're not going to do that. But nonetheless, it's something they're battling with in Baltimore. But here's Pat's thoughts on the balance that the offense showed this past weekend.
We want to be balanced. I mean, I think every team in the NFL does, and I thought this last week we did a better job of running the ball, and I thought the offensive line did a good job of doing the run blocking together and the chemistry building between them. And I know that you saw Monday night at the Ravens, but they're a prideful group, man. I don't think they're going to be very happy with the film, and they're going to come out with the mentality of stopping the run. So it'll be a great test for us. And so it'll be able to go up there and be able to run the football and then be able to pass off of it. Will be important to us. Stay balanced and go up against a team that's going to be as hungry as we are. So it'll be a great football game this weekend.
JD, what are your thoughts on what Pat has to say about what he saw from this past weekend? And also at the same point, yeah, they may be a really bad run defense right now, but the Ravens are a prideful group, and they're going to be making sure they don't let 230 yards happen on them again.
Yeah, no, but Pat said everything that did happen in the game. Offensive line blocked a lot better. There was a little bit more balance on some of the things they did. And like I said before, I think that's a formula to winning. I think we need to do it offensively, especially when we're sitting there saying we have two of our receivers that's out of the game. We need to lean into our running game. Helps out, opens up the pass. Helps out, opens up the middle. And last game, we started throwing the middle a little bit more. We need to get intermediate routes. So let's exploit it. You don't have to have, Gibbs or Montgomery, to do what you do. Look, I like Pacheco and Hunt. I know a lot of other people don't like them, and I think when we start taking their legs out from underneath of who they are, we really diminish how good these guys are. They're good running backs, they're NFL running backs. They're on the Chiefs for a reason. We're not taking charity cases. Okay, these guys got talented running backs, man. They are. Sometimes we just need to open up the hole for them. Same thing, but Bashar Smith. So I just, it's cringy when I hear our fans say that, oh, well, we don't have such a, we don't, daggone. We got what we got. Let's be good with it. These guys can play. They can make yards. We've seen that. They've done it before. Yep. Got to find that real. You have to. And it all depends on what's up front. It depends on what's up front. Because Marcus, we sitting over saying we're gonna take Gentry. Is Gentry what's he done since he's been in the league? Huh? How about Caleb Johnson?
I don't think he's been. I think he was a healthy scratch this past weekend.
Okay, so we're talking about some of these top running backs, and we've been talking about coming out in the draft and all. Okay, well, a lot of these guys ain't really been burning it up. So it takes a lot. It takes everybody up front, and Pat said it himself. The guys up front have blocked better, and we need even more from them. We do. So that's what enrages me. Because we always want to look somewhere else. That's always doing. And that's the talk. It's the talk, man. First thing everybody want to go, let's go get Alvin Kamara and we going to make a deal. Man, we good where we at. We good right now. The guys block up front, we're good where we are. We don't have to solidify our offense around Alvin Kamara. We don't have to do that. We don't. Pac and the Hunt are fine enough. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Sometimes you just got to move the chains. Same thing, everybody like, Tyquan Thornton has done more with less than Hollywood Brown. Tyquan Thornton is running deep routes. What are we saying here? What are we saying? We asking how do we Brown to move the chains or Juju move the chains? That's what we asking. That's how these things work. We don't need everybody to go up top, man. I just it boggles my mind. Because I'm like, this is a team sport, man. We need 6 yards here, 7 yards here. We're trying to get first downs, move the chains to get into the end zone. I know the sexy thing is a deep route. I know that's the sexy thing everybody want to see. Everybody want to see the deep route thrown and, oh my gosh, go up in the air, go catch it, and 40-yard bomb. We want to see those things. Got spoiled when Pat was throwing it to Tyreek Hill because Tyreek could run around guys and catch the things. Pat was throwing it up. He was just throwing it up. And Tyreek would maneuver because he was so fast and go up and go catch the football. And we got spoiled. We got excited because of those things, right? And we started looking, MVS was coming up here, deep ball guy, and he had a few problems and issues. But this is there it is, Witchy, right there. People are acting like their fantasy should apply to team. Thank you, Witchy. Exactly that. And I told you, Marcus, when I'm sitting over here having this conversation and, Tage, I love Tage to death. Taekwondo Thornton needs to be what? Taekwondo, Hollywood Brown don't do anything more better than Taekwondo Thornton. This is where we are. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I've seen a lot of arguments on Twitter with the same kind of thing, the Taekwondo versus Hollywood debate. I've seen that all over Twitter over the last since Sunday. And I get it. Taekwondo is a great story, so I think people are really they love that story. So it's kind of one of those things like it's kind of prisoner of the moment. I think a lot of fans are. They love that we got a steal from the Patriots, a guy who's like a second round pick, and we came to us, and now he's shining. So that shiny toy that we've discovered, it's like, oh, he's the guy, and it's like that, and that's. I think just a lot of people are just kind of have recency bias right now with the whole Taekwondo Thornton over the last 4 days.
Yeah, look, and love Taekwondo Thornton. I just like, man, that's what we want. We want to see that. Bravo. Definitely want to see that. But daggone, we can't have the sexy all the time. You know what I mean? It just, yeah. Sure. Love Tage, but we start going into the fantasy. Like I'm looking at my fantasy because I want points. Deep balls. And so
and I will say like that when I see people saying like, oh, we don't have Gibbs and Montgomery. Well, the Lions can say the same. They don't have Mahomes back there. They have Jared Goff back there. So like what? Their passing game can't work because they don't have Pat Mahomes back there. I mean, like no, they're still getting off stuff they want to be getting off their passing game. I mean, like Amon-Ra St. Brown was eating the Ravens secondary alive. But they don't have Pat Mahomes back there. They're doing with Jared Goff. So like the same application we want to place on our running backs because we don't have Demont or Gibbs, they can place that on their passing game not working because they don't have Patrick Mahomes back there. No, I mean that's not how it works.
Yeah, it doesn't. So I don't know, man. I just it just I just start laughing at some of the. Because one thing we'll do is we can really dismiss our guys because they can't go hit their head on the goalpost. They're not the fastest, okay? But they get the job done. And that's what we ask them to do. We ask them to move the change. That's what we ask them to do. So, run it back by committee or let one take it over. And, we want guys to get hot hands. Pac and Hunt are doing good for us. We block up front. That's their job. We're supposed to get them yards. That's the way it's supposed to work. So it's been a failure of our offensive line that hadn't been the best these past 3 weeks. And I'm not saying anything, like I said, controversial. Those guys will tell you that. So, but they got better, and they will keep getting better. They will keep getting better. And like Pat says, they continue to gel like they are. And, we have some of the best linemen in the league. You just got to continue to play like it, man. It's a consistent part of it.
Yeah. I mean, and Hunt has his role. I know people want to say his yards per carry is not good, but I mean, Hunt is literally, I think I looked at a stat today. I think he's top 20 in first downs for running backs this year. I mean, like, he's an automatic first down on 3rd and 3. And I know people are talk about, like, and I see this all the time from all these Arrowhead addicts, all these different content creators. Oh yeah, Pop doesn't have any explosive, or not Pop. Hunt has no explosive runs. Like, he only has 110 plus yard per carry this season. Like, who cares? I mean, that's not his role. I mean, he's getting us 4 yards. He's getting us tough yards. We don't have to do the tush push or QB sneaks because we have Kareem Hunt. I don't get this whole explosive run play thing. Like, defenses only will respect your run game if you're getting positive yards. If we're getting 3 to 5 yards a pop between Hunt and Kareem, defenses are going to respect that. It doesn't have to be a home run hitting or run every time, which I don't know why. Again, it plays along with the whole fantasy and betting perspective, but like, we don't need these 10 plus yard runs. They're great to have. We don't need them to be successful run game.
Right. Last time I checked, the math works. You get 4 yards here, 5 yards here. Another one, you only need another yard for the first down. You know, we seen Kareem starting to get in those 11 and 12. We seen that. He's able to do those things. You know, Pop got around the corner last week. He was able to get up in there for a couple of good runs. And so the same thing with this whole, like, Brashard Smith. We want him to, start to ascend. We want him to get, some reps, work him in too. He's a guy that has the speed to go hit his head on the goalpost, but he still has to work on everything coming together. Breathing, the blocking scheme, the patience, all those things happen. All right. So, yeah, man, I just for me, it's just like, wow. Oh.
Yeah. People just want the flashy new toy. They want us to go trade for a big name. And it's like, yeah, because that's worked so well for us in the past, right? I mean, let's take it back to Le'Veon Bell. That didn't work out at all. I remember every times, like, oh, yeah, Le'Veon Bell's coming to town. Like, okay, did it work out? No, it didn't work out. I think it was Shady McCoy was a healthy scratch to the Super Bowl. But, like, again, like, we've had these late season acquisitions on running backs, and they haven't worked out. And we have 2 legit dudes back there. So, I don't know. Yeah. You just want the flashy new toy, JD. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.